You have read the books, listened to the podcasts, taken the courses, done the morning routines. You have a vocabulary for your trauma, a framework for your attachment style, a 5-step plan for your productivity, and a 7-minute journal for your gratitude. And you are still not fixed, still anxious, still procrastinating, still feeling like there is a next level you cannot quite reach. That is not a failure of effort. That is the American cognitive paradox of self-help. Here is the lie, that you are broken and need to be fixed. You are not broken and need to be fixed. You are not broken. You are human. And the self-help industry, worth over $10 billion, depends on you believing that you are a perpetual problem to be solved. If you ever felt whole, you would stop buying. So they sell you the cure. And the cure is more searching, more analyzing, more shadow work, and inner child healing and alignment. You are not healing. You are becoming a connoisseur of your own wounds. You have turned your pain into a hobby, and hobbies, by definition, never end. Now watch your own reaction. You are already thinking, but I have genuinely improved. Self-help has helped me. That defensiveness is the second layer. And this is where elite psychology deploys the therapeutic paradox from the work of Viktor Frankl and Paul Watzlawick. Sometimes the attempt to solve a problem is the problem. The more you focus on your anxiety, the more anxious you become. The more you monitor your happiness, the less happy you feel. The more you try to be authentic, the more performative you act. This is the law of reversed effort. When you chase something, it runs. When you try to fix yourself, you reinforce the belief that you are broken. That belief, not the original wound, becomes the cage. You were sad. Now you are sad and also frustrated that you are still sad after doing the workbook. That second layer of frustration is self-help's signature contribution to modern misery. Here is the elite psychological mechanism that will short-circuit the loop. Radical acceptance. Not as a concept, but as a practice. Not, I accept my flaws so I can fix them later. That is fake acceptance. Real acceptance says, I may never be fully calm. I may never be fully productive. I may never be fully loved. And that is okay. That sentence feels like defeat. It is not. It is the only genuine victory, because the moment you stop needing to be fixed, you are free to simply live. The anxious person who stops fighting the anxiety feels less anxiety. The procrastinator who stops calling themselves lazy starts working. The lonely person who stops pathologizing their loneliness notices the warmth of a single text message. The cure is not in the next technique. The cure is in the surrender of the search. The American cognitive paradox of self-help is this. You have been trying to become a different person. That is the problem. You are already a person. That person has limitations. That person has limitations. That person has a specific, messy, unrepeatable life. The self-help industry sells you the fantasy that you can be a completely upgraded version of yourself. Calmer, richer, thinner, more loved. That version does not exist. It is a hologram, and you are chasing a hologram while your actual life, your actual imperfect, glorious life, waits for you to notice it. The greatest spiritual teachers across every tradition say the same thing. You are already what you are seeking. You just cannot see it because you are too busy looking for the next improvement. Here is your test. For the next 30 days, consume 0 self-help content. No books, no podcasts, no videos about psychology, productivity, or personal growth. None. In that time, you are allowed to live. That is it. No journaling required. No morning routine. No tracking. Just live. At the end of 30 days, ask yourself, am I worse off? Most people are not. Most people are relieved. The relief is the silence of the inner critic running out of fuel. That silence is not emptiness. That silence is the sound of you coming home to a house that was never abandoned. You just forgot to live in it. Most of you will not do this. You will say, but self-help is my only support, or I need to keep growing. That is the addiction. The addiction has convinced you that without the next book, you will collapse. You will not collapse. You will just have to face yourself without a manual. And that facing, uncomfortable as it is the only real growth there is. Now for the buried layer. At exactly 5 minutes and 10 seconds into this video, there is a single frame of a person sitting on a couch, doing nothing. No phone, no book, no notebook. Just sitting. Most of you blinked and felt a spike of judgment. That is wasting time. That judgment is the self-help voice. The person on the couch is not wasting time. They are practicing the hardest skill, being without improving. Go back. Find the sitter. Stay with them for 10 seconds. Notice that they are not suffering. They are just existing. That existence is not broken. It is not fixed. It is just what it is. And what it is enough. Come back for video number 30. We are going to talk about the paradox of the self. Why the you are trying to improve might not even exist, but only if you are willing to put down the self-help book for 30 days. Rewind or scroll. The sitter is still there. They are not waiting for you. They are already home.